Good afternoon. This is Mike Feiner, and today is Wednesday, October 14th, 2020. And as I promised on last week's special edition of the Final Wealth Report, I'm going to give you a quick update on the election, which is less than 3 weeks away, from the perspective of how the stock market and how the economic dashboard and economic indicators tend to influence the election. The stock market is very effective in determining if an incumbent party keeps the White House or not. As I mentioned in last week's special report, when the stock market tends to be up 6 to 7% prior to an election, the incumbent party tends to hold the White House. When the stock market is up less than 5% or is down prior to an election, it tends to favor a change in the incumbent party. As a result, the stock market is telling us that it is favoring a win by Joe Biden and not a re-election of Donald Trump. Now, again, this is not my opinion. These are just the historical facts for the last century or so. So, when the stock market is up just a little bit prior to the election, it's telling us that people aren't as excited about potentially a re-election of the current administration. Also, we can take a look at the mix of stocks that are being purchased. So, for example, airlines and cruise ships and other entertainment and luxury stocks are actually not performing very well right now, which tells us that people believe that the current administration may not be reelected and that a Biden administration may put further restrictions on those types of industries from a social distancing perspective. So, what I just wanted to come across is that right now, with stock market performance, as well as massively high unemployment still, it tends to favor a new party coming into power. It doesn't matter why there's high unemployment or why the stock market isn't performing. Those are just the correlations that exist over the last century or so. Until we talk next week, we can say that with stock market performance and high unemployment, that it would indicate that there will be a change of parties in the White House come 2021. This is Mike Feiner. I look forward to speaking to you next week for a special edition of the Final Wealth Report, where we give our final projection to the 2020 election. Thanks so much.